This is getting out of hand. We get into the latest Mason McTavish rumors that once again has the current Ducks player going elsewhere. We get into all that in this edition of Ducks Digest. Hey, this is Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the 19% of you, the ones who are watching these videos, who've already hit the sub button. But 81% of you have not subscribed to the channel yet. I'm not sure why. We're the newest Anaheim Ducks YouTube channel, bring you everyday Anaheim Ducks YouTube content. So help out a fellow Anaheim Ducks fan since 2003 and hit that subscribe button. We're the best fan base in California. So make sure to like this video and also to subscribe. But yeah, let's get right into the story. As we know, Mason McTavish is still yet to get that new contract from the Ducks, and we're starting to get worried, us Ducks fans. We're starting to get worried. And now we have a promising, this was posted on CanucksDaily.com, a promising trade proposal has the Vancouver Canucks acquiring former third overall pick, which of course is Mason McTavish. This is earlier this week, Vancouver's interest in Mason McTavish was officially revealed by Patrick Johnston of the province, although he is unsure if the Canucks have the pieces to get a deal over the finish line. So Vancouver has the interest, right? It's been reported now by multiple sources that the Vancouver Canucks have a high interest in Mason McTavish. We know the Canucks already made a big splash this offseason acquiring Evander Kane, and they're not done, right? They want to go after Mason McTavish next. In a post on, but this is a proposed trade that was posted by Play Now Sports that suggests the Vancouver Canucks can give up defensive prospect Tom Willander, forward Niles Hoglander, and also an unprotected 2026 first-round pick for McTavish. So that would be the kind of trade package that, you know, the Ducks would potentially be getting from McTavish. And really, I don't like it. I look at that trade, and I don't like the trade. I think McTavish is worth a bit more than that. And quite honestly, I think the team that has the most to give up for McTavish is, again, the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to continue to say that. The team that has the best assets to trade is the Montreal Canadiens. And that is the team the Ducks should be trading McTavish. If they're going to trade McTavish, trade him to Montreal, right? Don't trade him to a team in the Pacific Division that is the Vancouver Canucks. That would be a big mistake. You don't want to play McTavish in a playoff series in a couple years or this year, right? So just don't trade him there. Trade him to the East. Trade him to Montreal. If the days are numbered for Mason McTavish for whatever reason, the Ducks and McTavish can't come to an agreement on that contract. As we know, it's been reported that McTavish wants $7 or $8 million a year for his new contract, right? That's pretty much what he's looking for, 7 or 8 a year. And, you know, maybe the Ducks seem like they don't want to offer that, right? Maybe they're only offering him 5, right? And they might not be close, right? Because it's already July 27th. The days have been going on. It continues, you know, we're crossing off the days from the calendar, and no deal yet. And there's been a lot. Instead of getting reports on a deal being worked out, we're getting more reports on McTavish being available for a trade, right? And we also got another report this morning from another good source, from Jeff Merrick, right? Former top 3 pick is suddenly more available than ever on the trade market. That was posted this morning. Jeff Merrick, Hockey Insider, talking about McTavish. While the player isn't openly being shopped, although that's unclear, right? It's all, I mean, he probably is being openly shopped, right? It's just not being, you know, public with it. Merrick told, speaking on a podcast, said that Mason McTavish, the buzz around Mason McTavish is real, right? And this may be the first time since his draft year that the Ducks are willing to listen to serious offers. Now, I do believe that. I don't think McTavish was ever shopped by the Ducks prior to this summer, right? I mean, I think everybody could kind of agree on that. I don't think McTavish was shopped around prior to this summer, right? But Jeff Merrick said, is he available? The way I'd put it is he is more available now than he's ever been. And according to Sportsnet, multiple markets, including Vancouver, are monitoring the situation with speculation that McTavish may be unhappy with his evolving role with Anaheim roster changes. That is, of course, the latest reports that we got this morning. A couple articles posted on the Mason McTavish saga. And, I think looking at the rumors, right, that basically what we have right now, just rumors, it seems like the team that's most interested in McTavish is probably the Vancouver Canucks, right? It seems like they're the team that has the highest interest level in trading for him, and they might even be willing to trade a unprotected first round pick, right? Which could come as a valuable pick if the Canucks don't make the playoffs next year. They might not be a playoff team, the Canucks, next year, right? They might miss the playoffs, and the Ducks would have a pretty solid pick with a chance to get the number one pick, right? And it's unprotected. So there is that. But I don't know if the Ducks are at that point anymore. I mean, do you really think the Ducks are still at that point where they're just trading and getting draft picks and getting picks for the future? Are the Ducks really that kind of team right now? Do you see the Ducks as a team of the future, or are they a team of now? Right? Are they a team in the present or a team of the future? I mean, I think they're a team of right now, right? I think the Ducks have the pieces now to compete for a playoff spot next season, right? I mean, this is the first time in probably 8 years or whatever, 2018, they made the playoffs. It's going to be 8 years this year, right? This is the first time in almost a decade that you can, honestly say that the Ducks have a realistic chance of making the playoffs, right? This is the first time in a long time. And for the Ducks to be trading for, draft picks or prospects that are not even going to play in the NHL next season, I just don't buy it. I mean, I don't think the Ducks are interested in that. Montreal has more NHL-ready players, guys that will be playing with the Ducks next season if McTavish is traded to Montreal. That's why, like I said, it's a more likely trade destination for McTavish, right? And I don't think it's the Flyers either, right? I don't think the Ducks and the Flyers are going to make a third trade. I mean, sure, McTavish might want to go there. I mean, he knows a couple of the guys there, Trevor and Jamie, but I don't think the Ducks are going to trade him there. I just don't think so. And the Ducks, I think, if they're going to trade, they've already made that decision as an organization. They're not going to sign McTavish, and they're going to move on from him, right? They've already made that decision. We don't know if maybe they've already made that decision. We don't know. They might have already made that decision as an organization. Then they got to trade him to Montreal. And I'm going to keep saying that, as the rumors keep coming out. I think that's the best way to go. Goes to the East Coast and goes, obviously Montreal's a good team. And like I said, they have a lot of young players, a lot of NHL prospects that are very interesting and a lot of teams alike, and the Ducks too. They've drafted very well. And they got the assets to trade for McTavish. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. And hopefully the Ducks sign McTavish. That's all I'm going to say. But as always, make sure to subscribe, and let's go Ducks. Woo!